Well, over here, right here in Tasmania for the Australian Driving Championships, and crap to be catching up with Noel Salter. I was in trouble there for a minute. The club president here at the Tasmanian Trotting Club. Firstly, Noel, thank you very much for joining me and your hospitality as well.
Welcome.
The spread in there is beautiful. I think the club have done a great job here getting the drivers and making them feel it at home. You must be wrapped with the driving representation you guys have been able to get here for today's event.
Yes, it is. We've certainly got the cream of Australian drivers here, and some of the ladies and the gents that are driving here today, and I think it's a very good representative of the Australian harness racing.
I think it's a great mix. Young, old, girls, boys, it's just a terrific mix, isn't it?
I think that's right, and I think it demonstrates that that here in Australia, it's just as easy for a female to become a top driver as it is for a male, and I think if you look at every state in Australia, that is the case now.
Yeah, we don't have lady drivers races anymore because, like we do, but they're not a novelty. They're expected, I suppose, in a way, but. They're also, the ladies drive some races. There'll be a race and it'll have all ladies in it. We won't even realise it. It's not a ladies only race, if that makes sense.
Well, that's exactly right, and it extends to things like trainers premierships and that sort of thing. In years gone by, we used to have a ladies trainers premiership and ladies drivers premiership and all that sort of thing. These days, I know here in Tasmania we've moved away from that, and we clearly just go to a premiership, whether they're male or female, because the females are just as competitive, sometimes more competitive than the males.
We're here at Hobart. One thing, we are on the end of this balcony so people can see the view. Would have to probably be the most picturesque harness racing track, I'd say, in Australia. And I've got a lot of New Zealand friends. I could get into trouble, but it's up there with some of the more unique ones. But this is not unique. It's a full-on racetrack that races all the time. It's just beautiful. You must pinch yourself coming here sometimes.
Yes, well, we've been here 20-odd years now, nearly 20 years, and it's certainly a picturesque site. There's no doubt about it. The track is nearly 1,000 metres. Fortunately, it's been like its current situation for 20 years. We are fortunate that we're going to have an upgrade within the next 6 months, and that will bring us up to a standard of any of the major tracks anywhere in Australia.
So that's the track itself will be upgraded?
Yes, the upgraded things like crossfalls and that type of thing are going to be upgraded so that we run the same times here as they'll run at Melton or Menangle or wherever.
That's exciting, and that's exciting because you're a breeder, and we're going to touch on the yearling sales in a minute, but that is exciting because I do believe you need to have something you can hang your hat on. You need names, times against horses' names, and it does encourage people to continue to breed. Plus, the people in the grandstands, when they see a 154 or a 155, they know that that's a good run. And if there's other horses nearby, they know it's a terrific run.
Well, that's exactly right, and as everyone in harness racing knows, a lot of people outside harness racing don't realise that harness racing is built on times, on mile rates, and it has been forever and a day. And it's very important if you're a breeder, or an owner, or whatever, that you've got a facility where your stock can. Get the best advantage and run the best times that they can possibly run.
And it means a lot as a breeder for yourself. It means a lot. Plus, you train horses. If you don't breed it but you train it, I know once upon a time we actually held the Bendigo track record for a very brief period. I think it was about a month. Then a great mate of ours, he tied us, and that was even better. There are the sorts of things like we kept watching every race thinking, they're going to break it, and it didn't happen. Then, as I said, a good mate of ours, we tied. We were the exact same times for a little while. Then a horse called Right High came along and blew us right out of the water. But it is something you can hang your hat on.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. I've been fortunate enough to have a few of my horses in the past that have held track records here in Tasmania, but like everything, records are made to be broken, and of course them records have been broken, and you move on. I'm hopeful that never know. One of these days I might get one good enough to hold a track record again. But it's certainly times are the most important thing in harness racing. There's no question about that, and you've got to have the facilities for your animals to run time. That's as simple as that.
That's exciting and that's great. Tasmania, a very resilient state. We're not going to go into everything, but amazing. I think the way that the people conduct themselves and present themselves, and continue to put the right foot forward, representing the industry.
Absolutely. I think you're absolutely right there. We're reasonably fortunate here in Tasmania that we have got quite a few younger people coming through, and that has always been one of the problems over the recent years, that the age of the participant has been going up and up over the years, but we're fortunate we've got quite a few young people starting to come through in the driving ranks and also in the training ranks. So I think that goes well for the industry here in Tasmania moving forward.
The yearling sales, the Tasracing, and Tasracing also got me down here as well as you guys have, and the yearling sales are coming up February 14, Valentine's Day. There is no excuse. Where else would you want to take your better half than to the yearling sales to buy a horse on Valentine's Day? It's the ultimate way of selling the sales, but they are coming around. You are selling again this year, only the one, I think, from memory?
Yes, I got a nice colt by Vincent out of a mare that's already had one winner, a mare called It's What I Like About You. Very nice colt he is, and he's probably one of the nicest yearlings I think I've bred over the years, and I expect that given that his half brother, ran his first ever race start, went 157 dead. So I think it's going to bode well for what he might bring in the sales. But having said that, looking at the catalogue, there is some very well-bred horses in the catalogue, and I expect the sale to be quite a successful sale.
The bar keeps getting lifted every year with that sale, doesn't it? It's amazing for me to be able to watch. I think I've been coming over here for nearly 4 years now. I think this will be my 5th year coming up. And the quality of the stock presented, I don't think the quality has changed. I think the people presenting were putting them out there, but the realisation what these horses are able to achieve, the money that they can race for, that's come, and then people presenting, and away they go. Like it's terrific to see the progression that everyone is having, and so many more people are getting involved in breeding in Tassie, which is awesome as well.
That's absolutely right, and I think we had a period there where we were clearly on the decline. I think that decline has been arrested. We're very fortunate here in Tasmania to have some terrific bonuses, Tasbred bonuses and the like, and I think it has given a reasonable boost to the industry, and I believe the industry is now starting to turn around and head in the right direction again. As I said, our bonuses are good, our stake money is good, and people are getting more and more interested in tough times, I've got to say, are getting more and more interested in getting into a young horse, and certainly that's what we're trying to achieve with the yearling sales.
Now, while we've been talking, I've been trying to think, but I do know Vincent, I'm pretty sure he won a final of the Southern Cross last night in South Australia. Definitely won one of the Golden Gates as well in New Zealand on the Friday night, and I reckon he had another nice winner, either Menangle or Melton last night. He's doing a terrific job. He's an unheralded stallion too, so make sure you look after him. But I'm pretty sure he's had 3 good winners. Brett Coffey will be watching this. He'll be ready to tell me off for forgetting, but he's had 3 good winners over the last couple of days as well, so be very well sought after. Noel, thank you. Thank you for the hospitality. The people there are enjoying it as well. Well done for the show that you guys are putting on. And we need to showcase these days more and more, because the talent that we've got in the driving ranks as personalities as well as drivers is what we need to do. So thank you very much for getting me down here. Thank you very much for having a quick interview with me as well.
Absolutely, and you're most welcome.